In the narrative of the birth of Jesus, we hear why they had to go to Bethlehem and how they ended up in a stable, because there was no room for them. Maybe that's our simple job this Christmas, to make room. Okay, two quick stories. About a week and a half before Christmas, many, many years ago, when my children were very little, I came back from a 4-day retreat, a silent retreat, and I was pretty fired up. And I was talking to my oldest daughter, my 4-year-old daughter. And we had one of those wonderful conversations. You know, the ones that you remember forever. And I said to her, honey, you know, Christmas is coming and you're going to get some presents. But that's not really the most important thing. What's most important is that we'll be celebrating Jesus being born, Jesus coming into the world. So I said to her, if you had a chance to give Jesus something, what would it be? And my daughter thought real hard. And then finally said, you know, Dad, I'm a little worried that Jesus might be cold in the manger, so I'd like to get him a blanket. So that very afternoon, my daughter and I went up to the store, and she picked out a Care Bear blanket, you know, with the little bears all over it. And on Christmas Day in the afternoon, we all went up to the church where our parish had a life-size outdoor nativity scene. And we all walked up to the stable. And lo and behold, Jesus wasn't there. I called my friend, the pastor, and told him what we were planning to do with the blanket, and he thought it was a great idea. And then I said to him, where's baby Jesus? And he said, we can't find him. Everyone is looking all over the place, but don't worry, we'll find him. And he said he would call me when they found him. So sure enough, in the early evening on Christmas Day, the call came in that Jesus, baby Jesus, was found in the top of a closet and was now safely settled in the manger with the rest of the Holy Family. So off we all went back up to the church. It was now dark out and there was snow on the ground. And our whole family walked up to the stable and watched with great joy and a few tears as our 4-year-old daughter took the Care Bear blanket and wrapped the statue of baby Jesus, tucking him safely in. A week later, the pastor told me that the parish was abuzz about the blanket over baby Jesus. Where did it come from and how sweet it was? Well, the pastor never let on that it was us. And for at least the next 20 years, every time they put out the nativity scene, there was that same Care Bear blanket. And the other story is a few years ago, a friend of mine was delivering Christmas food boxes in the South Bronx. And they brought these boxes up 4 flights of stairs to this family that was so grateful for the donation. The boxes were overflowing with all kinds of food. And there was an old man sitting in his beat-up old chair in the living room, watching with tears in his eyes as my friend and the boxes came in. The old man sitting there thanked my friend and the others for doing all this for his family. And again, with tears in his eyes, he said, I have nothing to give you. And then he said to my friend, would you do me the honor of sitting in my chair? Laboring a bit, the man got up and pointed to his chair for my friend to sit. And my friend did just that. He sat in this beat-up old chair as if he was sitting on a throne. And the old man smiled, happy that he had something small, a gesture. But it was something. And my friend had given this man yet another gift. He gave him his dignity. We are approaching Christmas, where we commemorate God himself being born into our world to save us, to show us how to live, how to love. So like I asked my daughter all those many years ago, we have an opportunity to give the Lord something, a gift. We have the opportunity to show the Lord that, unlike in a world where there was no room for him, we can make room in our busy lives. We can find a way to welcome him into our hearts. Like a 4-year-old's idea of making Jesus happy and warm. A 60-year-old bringing food to the needy. An 80-year-old giving up his chair. All valuable, all meaningful, all gifts from the heart. What is our gift? What is my gift? What's yours?